So welcome back to my channel, myself Disha Rathi, and in this video I'm going to train you about how you can create your brand story. Yes, brand story is really important aspect if you will want to grow your brand exponentially. Have you heard the name of the Google, Amazon, Netflix, Samsung, Motorola, and many of these brands? Yes, what they did, they have crafted their brand story. Because I have gone through a lot of case studies of these multiple brands, and I have gone through a lot of documentations, and finally I've crafted only 28 questionnaires which are really actually the essence of the brand, which are really important if you want to start telling your brand story. And after crafting these 28 questionnaires, once you will be prepared the complete answers of these questions, trust me, you will be finding the complete brand story. And now it's time, once you have your brand story into your hand, you have the complete booklet of it, you can publish it anywhere. Like you can tell your brand story on website, on the YouTube videos, webinar script, or wherever on your social media, on your business pages, or flyers, brochures, your boards, wherever you want to share your brand story, you can share. Because I know that is a big problem for a business owner. If someone asks you like, hey, what exactly you are doing, you just give a narrative answer like, hey, this is what I'm doing. But you have to tell a brand story. If you can tell a complete compelling brand story to the audience, that comes to a very impressive part, and that is what actually audience wants to hear from you. Okay, so in this video I'm going to guide you how you can actually create a brand story of it. So stay tuned till last. Okay, don't skip any of the slide. I will recommend, I know this video will be longer, because I trust like you should actually build a brand story of yours. Don't skip any of the questions from it. Okay, first learn how you can do, then implement, and then execute. Okay, so follow this path and follow along with me. Stay tuned till last. I have some surprise for you in last section. I will be declaring that. So before starting a video, it's a request from my end. Myself Disha Rathi, and thank you for coming to my channel, and I will be very glad that if you will be subscribing to my channel. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button if you like the video, and stay tuned. Be happy always. So let's get started to the tutorial. Okay, start with the brand story framework. Plan your brand strategy from ground. Okay, so here I will be giving you the complete list of the 28 questions, and so let's get started. So the first question is, what are the free offers, lead magnets that your competitors are giving away to capture the lead? These free lead magnets can be free weekly newsletters, free ebook, free guides, free trial, webinars, free consultation, any of these things. Now you have to check your competitors' website or the social media or whatever the things they are offering for free, and then you have to decide like what we can do. We will decide it in a later section. This is the first task. You have to check what kind of free offers. If your competitors are they don't do any of this stuff, then now you have to think like what now you can do for your website or for your social media. Second question is, what products are your competitors selling and at what price point? Okay, and this is the main thing, like to do the competitor analysis, like at what price point, what products or services they are selling. Do they have membership subscriptions, courses, guides, ebooks? This can be on monthly subscriptions or one-time cost. Consulting services, products, what exactly they have. Okay, complete, you have to brainstorm it and list it out. Okay, if you are a physical goods business, don't dismiss this. Okay, still check to see if competitors are offering digital offers, even though they are selling the physical. But again, you have to see the digital offers. Are they any offering? They're offering any coupon code, or they are offering anything like kind of stuff. Then you have to check here and you have to note it out, brainstorm it very well. Okay, next point is, where did you start? Okay, now where did you start? Now you have to list out, write about yourself, like when you started your business, where you started, like in which month, which year, where and which location, or like digitally, physically, where exactly, everything about your business in a short snippet you have to write down. Okay, what struggles did you face when the time you started it? Suppose it's been 2 years now. in the time of these 2 years, what struggles did you face? You have to write all struggles, like online engagement, or the website traffic, or the SEO, or the social media team, or the stock, or the inventory, or the your branding, or your you don't have the leads, like quality customers are not coming to your business. What kind of struggles did you face till now? You have to write it down. Where did your journey take you till now? Okay, now you have to list from that point before 2 years from now. Where did your journey? Are you in a loss, or are you in a profit, or average or moderate level? Like where exactly your journey you are into, and right. Next point is, what was your point of no return? Your pivotal moment, you couldn't take it any longer. Like now you might be stuck at somewhere, like, hey, now I'm stuck in the business. Now I cannot grow in my business online, like or I cannot have my audiences coming into my business to take my products, to take my services. Like what was your point of no return? Okay, your pivotal moment, you couldn't take it any longer. Which moment you cannot take longer? Now you are just fed up of all this stuff. You have to note, like online visitors, or the branding, or the marketing, or the retention of the staff, or the inventory management, or whatever the things are coming into that. You have to list it out here. Okay, next question is, why did you continue on in the face of adversity? Okay, so now tell me, even though you had so many struggles, then why did you continue? Of course, you have to earn money, and you have to make the credibility in the market. Of course, that is a point, but still, is there any other point? Why did you continue on? Okay, so your answer should be, I am actually passionate about it, that's why I'm continuing it. Okay, so that must be your answer. Okay, so if you're not passionate about anything, then trust me, you cannot grow that thing. So first, find your passion. If you are really passionate about whatever you are doing, you are selling, whatever business you are into, then and only then you can return it, you can sustain it. Okay, and you can grow it ultimately. Okay, next point is, why did you think you were the person to do this? You found anything, like you did any specialization, you have any degree, or you have any what special thing you have, or what extraordinary exclusive thing you in person is having, like that is not with anyone's else is there. So what kind of that specialization thing is already built in with you? Okay, you have to note it out. Next is, how are you different now? Okay, now tell me, like you have so much experience in this field, so how you are so much different. So till now you have. Okay, how are you different now? Now you have so much experience of this. Now tell me how you are different now from this kind of aspect. Do you find something in you? Okay, is there something which is resonating with you, or which is really different part? Like people will take the product or the services from you only. Suppose if you are a doctor, then tell me what exactly, why I should prefer you. Okay, why I shouldn't prefer to the someone else or your competitor. What exactly your different characteristics are? There can be tons and tons characteristics are there. Okay, you have to highlight everything here. Okay, next, now that comes for the branding kind of thing, the competitor analysis kind of thing. Okay, now it comes to the part of the story. Now you have to make your own story here. Okay, what is a story? Now in your origin story, you should have come across some struggles that clearly helped you define the values of what you do and why you do it. Okay, this is what you stand for, a common positive cause that your target market can join you in pursuing. Okay, so this is your something story. So now the question related to your story, now see, we are building your story. Okay, so carefully answer this thing. What is that you specifically stand for? Okay, so if you are a doctor, then you might be having some extraordinary specialty. So what is that specialty? What in-depth analysis you have to don't, no need to write, the broader analysis here, like, hey, I am a specialist into like designing. Like what kind of design? Like, do you design the graphic design, video designs, what exactly? So you have to go in depth, what exactly, go inside. Okay, niche should be not a broader, make it narrower. Okay, make it a one sentence, like if you are expert in some field, like in which exact field you are expert. Okay, so you have to write that thing. I don't want to answers like, hey, I know graphic designing, I know website designing, I know this thing, I know that thing. I don't want that all stuff. Okay, I want one specialty. Okay, one specialty in you. Step by step you finish that specialty. Suppose you have a web designer. Okay, web designing is your skill, or web development is your skill, and that is a one specialty of yours. So step by step, I will recommend you grow to the second specialty, then third, then fourth. Okay, I know many business owners or digital marketers or whoever the person, they do this mistake. They think that, hey, I'm specialized in all of the field, and that is not actually the case. Is okay. Next is what beliefs, values, and experiences are behind what you are for. Okay, you have to write your own experience. There can be positive experiences, negative, whatever the things are therein, you have to note it down there. Why should someone stand for that thing with you? And that is the most important. Why should another person will stand with you? Okay, any confidence factor, what kind of thing you have, what kind of different thing you have, that some other people will stand out with you. Okay, well, how does standing for that thing make you feel? How you will feel that, like, of course you will feel awesome. Okay, if people will support you, you will feel excellent. Okay, so against the story, now we will craft your against the story. At the same time, when you know what you stand for, you must also know what you stand against. Yes, and that is the thing, like, don't think only on the positive side, have the negative side as well into your mind. Okay, the biggest mistake you can make it to be in the middle of the road. People want a leader they can follow, and leaders are decisive. Okay, your brand should be a leader in something. Okay, if you did mistake, your followers or the people who are following, they will be coming into that trap. Okay, so as a leader, you have to grow yourself, you have to be, so you have to write against your weak points, whatever are there, and you have to overcome those weak points. Trust me, it will take time, but it is not an easy journey. I can understand, as a business owner, it's just not easy journey, but you have to make it easy. Okay, so what is that you specifically stand against? Now you have to write about your negative points, like this is the fail, that is a fail. What is the something specifically which is stand against you? Okay. Next is, why do you stand against that thing? Why you think, like, is there any issue? Why you are so negative? Because if you started a business, you want to grow your business, then why you are stand against that? Why you have some weak points? If you have, there must be some reasons, so find out and write it down, the reasons. Okay, what beliefs, values, and or experiences are behind what you are against? Okay, what kind of experiences you had previously with your customer, your audience, like you are thinking like, hey, I am not confident enough to stand against this particular thing. Okay, why should someone stand against that thing with you? Okay, you have to note it down. So now coming to the point of your core story and the brand, it will last a lifetime. Okay, it's the macro version of your business that will attract and connect customers to the brand. The USP can be now be created for the product. This is all about clarity and simplicity, which will set you apart from other products. You need to know and present the reason why customers should choose your offer. You need to convince them with honesty and capture their attention so that your product appeals to them like no others. Okay, so now again, hard to do that, right? And it takes time, of course. And are you ready to give that time? Okay, are you afraid that it is a hard? No, right? You should not be get afraid, and you should be ready. Now let's get started. Okay, but the questions will help you done in your USP. Okay, what your USP is. Some of the questions will feel familiar as you have done this in previous sections, so drop those and so clarify them here based on the additional market and competitive insight that may have developed your ideas. Okay, so now the next question is, which is really very important, list all the problems your product, service, company or brand can potentially solve for a client. Okay, you have to list it down, take a pen, take a paper and write in detail. Okay, write in detail what kind of uh, problems your product or services are going to solve, and what is that exactly will solve or beneficial for your client. You have to write everything, don't miss any point here. Okay, next, list all the objections your product or service brand could potentially face from perspective of the client, like all kind of objections whatever you have to list it out. Next question is, what are the top three problems you solve? What are the top three objections you need to overcome? Top three problems and top three objections. Okay, write it down. Now you can build a powerful USP. So to build a powerful USP, there are three factors. First is appeal, second is exclusivity, and third is a clarity. Okay, now let's move on to the next question of the appeal. To build a powerful USP, first thing you have to make sure is appeal. What emotion appeals most to your target client? That is, what do they want to feel, their dream or ideal state? Okay, this kind of appeal statement you have to craft it for your audience. And exclusivity, how you are different than your competitors? What is your only factor? How can you make your target market feel they are special or exclusive? Okay, what is your only factor? You need to focus on your only factor. Only we can do that, only my brand can do this, only you can see. There can be a competition, there can be a duplicacy, let them come. Okay, don't think, don't have that thing into the mind, hey, someone will copy my idea. That is okay, that is just a common thing, but only you have to find your only factor here. Next is the clarity. In one sentence, why should someone buy from you over any other option? Okay, why people will buy from you? Try to include a power, prime benefit, and enabler phrase. Okay, so these three aspects of the appeal, exclusive, and clarity, it will help you to come up with a really specific, concise, and powerful USP. So after you answer all three of these questions, you will be having the powerful USP. Okay, so this is the ultimate formula to build a powerful USP, which is appeal plus exclusivity plus clarity is equals to powerful USP. Okay, it will build a great USP for your business. Next question is a power phrase. Okay, and now you have to make a power phrase for your business. Okay, so here is a formula for the power phrase. What is the main phrase that will differentiate you from the competitors? Are you the first at something, the best at something, the cheapest, or only something? This can be descriptive or action phrase. Okay, so you have to identify it, you have to think on this, like what can be a power phrase for my business or for my service. Okay, next is the prime benefit. What is the benefit that is provided by your product, service or brand that is most emotionally satisfying to your prospect? Okay, use three problems you listed above, which is more satisfying when solved and why. It's usually the one that solves more than a material problem, gives emotional benefit. This is your prime benefit, so that can be your prime benefit. You can answer this thing and write your prime benefit. And enabler phrase, this phrase allows the customer to relate to technically benefit they think they need. Okay, the big dream and end goal that they have, and how your product is going to be a vehicle to get them there. Okay, what does someone technically want to have resolved and or provided for them by choosing you? See, after reading this, I can understand you can stuck to this enabler phrase, like, hey, it sounds very difficult. So what I can give you the option, you just write this thing in a chat GPT. You can take any of the AI assistant to get the answer answer of them. And for your brand, you just enter all this stuff and get the answer. It will give you the proper answer. Okay, so trust me, it is very 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 important, and it will work for your business. Okay, clarity with the answers from above. Write down again why someone should buy from you over other options in one sentence. Is this more compelling? Okay, so clarity phrase also you have to write it down. The last is the credibility. Look through this list and write down all the elements of credibility your product, service, and brand has. Okay, like credibility, I mean to say, like have you published yourself in any of the articles, like you had an interview with the Forbes or the Femina magazine or entrepreneurs or Hindustan Times or the Times of India. What kind of credibility you have? Okay, what kind of thing you have, or any kind of certification? You are expert in something, so what kind of certifications? So you have to show your credibility and the awards and whatever the things to your clients, and that is the most important. So what you can do is you can list all these credibility events, whatever you have, click the photos and make a frame of it, hang it on your business walls. Okay, if whatever company you have, hang those frames there, hang the awards there. And you can list all these aspects onto your website as well. Okay, make the feel, let your client feel that, hey, yes, she is or he is someone who is really very expert into that field. Okay, so that is really very good thing whatever you have. Okay, either you have your degree or you have your any kind of certificate, all these are your credibility scores. Remember, stacking rate is super powerful way to brand yourself and build instant trust with your prospect, because that is a trustworthy factor. Okay, don't put the wrong statement on your website like, hey, I have an article, I have written an article for the entrepreneur. So if you had written any article for the entrepreneur, very good, then you have to make sure you are giving the link of that article as well, because people should not take your personality as a negative aspect, like, hey, he is or she is just telling the we I have listed here, or I have wrote the article for that thing, I got awarded for this, I got awarded. They need a proof. Okay, they need actual proof of that particular URL, because see, for the photographs or the frames, whatever you will hang, everyone knows nowadays what people are playing with the photographs. Okay, so better that this is a stacking credibility online or digitally. It is a great thing for you, because that is what the actual parameter where your customer can look for it. Because you're linking, example, you got your article featured in entrepreneur. Okay, so you have to put a logo of an entrepreneur, and you have to put a URL to that entrepreneur word there, and then that entrepreneur URL should redirect to that entrepreneur website, and that will actually will make the credibility score for your audience, because they will be having the trust. Hey, yes, he or she is not lying, because many people wrote any false statement on their website. Okay, so this is really matter, like, if you did any kind of expertise, if you have, then only then tell that. If you don't have, just don't write any false statement on your website or your brochure on your in your office. So that is a wrong way. Like, if you did any of the thing, then and only then make it there. Okay, so all right, finally compare all your first USP, second USP, and the third USP, whatever we have designed right now herein. Which one is the clearest and the most compelling for you? You just decide whichever the USP you had crafted after answering these questions. Ask for some feedback from people close to you, few strangers, and a couple of customers, which one won people over the most consistently. Did they understand it easily or not? All ask them and get the feedbacks, and try yourself to help your career business in a better way. A USP should be in a state of constant evolution, and ultimately you should have A/B test of all of them, using them in ads and on landing pages, and see which version gets better conversion and click throughs, etc. So what I will recommend, you have to make two USPs. Okay, or USP 1, 2, 3. So I already gave you the question as to build a 3 USPs. Okay, so now what you have to do, your task is to build a 3 USP, USP 1, 2, 3 for your business. Okay, then those three USP you have to try different website landing pages or a different web pages you have to generate, and then do the A/B test of them. See which version of the website is running very well. Okay, so now I'll give you one more format. Just wait, I'll give you the presentation here. Okay, so what I'm into say herein, okay, so this is my Canva board brand story USP. Okay, so the USP statement it should be like this. Okay, so suppose this is your USP sheet, you're making it. Okay, so USP, so you have to craft first USP, second USP, and a third USP for your business. You have crafted first, second, and third by answering these questions, brand story questions, what I already gave you. Okay, you made a documentations, or you can use a chat GPT to craft any USP using those questionnaires. Okay, so you have already crafted. So now what you have to do, your next step is to build this landing page, or you can build a website page. Okay, website page for this USP. Same you do for it. You just build a landing page or a website page for this USP, and for third USP again LP and WP you have to build. Okay, so this is what your task is, or your actually the exercises I must say. Okay, so this is what you have to make it out. Then after that, what you have to do, A/B test. Suppose this is a A and this is a B, then you have to test. What you will test, you see the test for this particular landing page or website page, whatever you build in. Okay, so you are doing the A test. What we will include in a test, in a test you just include the how much the traffic we are getting. Okay, some parameters are there, so whatever the parameters you have to include, just include here. First parameter can be traffic. Okay, so you have to check how much traffic you are getting for your website, how much leads you are getting for that particular page, uh, how much users you are getting for particular page. So these are the parameters what you have to build to have a calculation into your mind. Okay, so decide this, how much traffic or the leads or the things you are getting from this particular A website page. Okay, then this is the your B testing. So suppose this is the second page. Here you have designed your second USP. Then again check this thing for this, check this thing for this thing. Clear? So now this is your actual testing of your complete business analysis, I must say. In some cases, both pages will work for 50%. Very good. You are on a very good track then. In some cases, suppose whatever this page's design is working very good, and it is not working that much. We are not getting that much traffic for this particular USP. Then at that time, you have to decide which USP page you have to continue. Okay. So this is, if you are not getting any traffic, then you can ignore this. You just go up with this complete page of the USP. I hope you understood the concepts of it. Okay, so USP should be in a state of constant evolution. It's not like it's a one time thing. No, it is a evolution kind of state. Okay, every time it should be revamped, revised. Okay, and ultimately you should do the A/B test. This is what I mean to say. Okay, I hope you understood the things. Okay, so in this way, you can go up with the USP. I will come up to the last slide, and this is the last slide of it. Okay, so bring all these answers togetherly on where, either your website. So which answers? This 28 questionnaires, whatever I have shared with you. Okay, so all these questionnaires, 28 questionnaires, whatever I have shared with you, you have to now, you have to answer them. After answering all them, now after deciding the three USPs, where you will post now. So these are the some of the options what I have listed. I've listed a limited options. Now you have to think like what exactly you have to do. Okay, so the option is might be a website, a landing page, a social media descriptions, about us page, brochures, flyers, boards, articles, biography, videos, YouTube channels, LinkedIn profiles. Wherever you are ready to uh, publish it. So what I would recommend, my experience is like, you should categorize the thing, like if you have built a page, now you have to do the A/B testing. Suppose this is the A and B. So this is A test is for your USP 1, and this is for your USP 2. So what you have to do, divide it into the half of the portion. So this is what you have to make your USP 1 here, and the rest of the things you have to make the USP 2 here, and see, ultimately you will see the what kind of things. So or you can vice and versa, or you can make a website page for only two website pages. You can make USP 1, USP 2, or USP 3 if you have three USPs listed for your business. Okay, so this type of changes. Then again, landing page USP 1, 2, 3. Then other social media descriptions. So different kind of descriptions on the social media, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, or whatever you are using it. You have to make it like that. About us page, it is must be on a website. Okay, brochures, flyers, boards. So this is what you have to decide according to your business. So that's why we usually say that business growth is not an immediate process. Okay, it takes time. So it will take time to test this out, so this is about your brand story, and it is again you have to make this term in mind, because I know many business owners skip this. They constant evolution, they don't do the constant evolution of their things. Whatever they have written onto their website about a space, they never changed it. Okay, whatever, maybe you expanded your services, maybe you added up some certifications, maybe you added your services, whatever things are there, you have to show it to your client or your audience, right? So constant evolution should be there, and this is, I assure, like 70% of the business owners, they actually don't see constant evolution parts, and which is really very weird thing what I found. Okay, so this is all about the brand story framework. I hope you like the video, and now I'm so I know this video, I know the video length is very long, but it's very descriptive, and it will help you to craft your brand story, compelling brand story. Okay, so best of luck for your compelling brand story component. And now you have to check your description box here below the video. I have shared a link of this complete guide, okay, brand story guide with you people, so that you can just take a print of it, okay, and write it down there. Okay, everything is ready there. Just you have to download that PDF from my website and make it your document. Okay, so happy, because I know after seeing these presentations, now you might be on the stage like, hey, now how I will, craft, because this is a huge document. So I decided to make a PDF of it, and I will be sharing with the link with you below. And you know what's the best point? That PDF is completely for free. Okay, I'm not taking any charges for that. Okay, so enjoy and make the brand story for your brand. Thank you for watching my video.